Hi everyone, it's Jen here with another episode of Fun and Mindful Marketing TV. In this episode, we're going to be talking about warming up your audience. Because if you want to sell more online and through social media, it's really important that you think about the journey that your audience and your customers are taking with you. And that we do not become John at the networking event. We all know John, that comes right into our face and it's kind of like, hi, I'm John, I sell insurance. Like, do you want to buy? And we're kind of like, okay, John, just take a step back, get out of our face. Like, we don't even know who you are yet. And we have this instant kind of resistance and wall building up. And that's just because, any of us, when we're buying something, we always need to build a relationship with the person and the brand first. Like, we want to feel like we can trust them. Like, we know that they're kind of, good at what they do before we're going to make that buying decision. And on the flip side, if we really trust someone and that we really like them, like, we will buy kind of almost no matter, what. So this is why it doesn't matter what Apple brings out, we just kind of just line up and buy it, like no matter what crazy thing they come up next with. So this is really important when we want to think about putting out content. So the next time you're putting out a video or a blog post or you're sending out an email, it doesn't really matter. You want to be thinking about your ideal customer and where in your journey are they? Because this is what we call cold and warm traffic, or hot traffic. It's all about just where is the relationship at. Like, if it's cold traffic, it's like they've never seen you before. Like, they don't have no idea who you are. And if it's warm, like, we already know them a little bit better. And hot means like they're really they're really ready to buy from you. So we want to make sure that we know where our customers are at, and that we're always building up, like we're almost warming them up, meaning that we're always investing into that relationship. And what I think is so beautiful about content marketing and social media content is that it's kind of almost like the love child of what we are like when we're face to face with each other, so in real life, and kind of that mix of if you think of TV advertising and print advertising. Because again, think about how did Cadbury and Apple and all these, big companies, or Dyson, get us to constantly buy, is because they brainwashed us for years and years. Like, we kept seeing ad after ad, and they would mix it in with like real emotional experiences. This is why you had, especially TV ads or print ads the same, would always use things like humor or sex, because they're like quite intense emotional experiences. So if we're seeing that brand name over and over again and we're connecting a certain emotion with it, after a while, it just becomes natural that when we're in the supermarket or we're out and about, like, we want to buy those particular brands. And you can do the exact same with, like, we have all these like videos and, content that you can create quite creatively through social media. Plus, you then also have this ability to really build that relationship the same way that we have the ability to build relationships when we're face to face with people. And it really is, if you just take the time to really build that relationship, and like I said, I challenge you, next time you put out a video or you're writing an email or you're writing a blog post, really sit down for just 2 seconds, think of your ideal customer and step into their shoes and be like, okay, where in their journey are they right now? Like, have we already far along in our relationship? Are they brand new to me? Because it's going to be so much easier. You're going to know exactly what to say and how to speak to them, depending on what level you're actually at. And then if you're ever wanting to sell, right, if you're putting out a video, for example, on your sales page or on your website or anything, it's gonna not feel yucky. It's not gonna feel so genuine, because you already know that relationship is at a certain point, and it's the same way as you would sell in real life. Like, we're just gonna tell them, like, if we know they already have that trust in us and they believe we're good at what we do, well, then and we're just gonna tell them what they do, or they might tell us that they have a specific problem, we can solve it for them. So I hope this helps you a little bit for your next content that you put out. And if you feel like you're kind of really stuck with your ideal customer, I do want to invite you to come and check out my ideal customer workshop. I do run them on a frequent basis. So if you head over to my Facebook page, which is Jen Rotman, you can go and check it out, or head to my website to find the best place to find me, jenrotman.com.au, when I host some of the free workshops. And they're really, really powerful. I think I've really kind of started figuring out a way of teaching people that you really start feeling your ideal customer avatar, and you stop resisting kind of this idea of like, I need to speak to one person, I want to just sell to everybody. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And like this video, share it with anybody that you would find it helpful. There we go, I can't get my words out. And other than that, I'll see you in the next episode.